Alright, so I'm here at the Harrisburg Archery Club, practicing on some of my longer range stuff. I think that's where I really want to improve. 40 and in, I'm really solid. But I want to be comfortable shooting 80, 90, 100 yards. Not that I would ever shoot a deer at that distance, but those high pressure shots in situations like this, I'm in the woods, I'm shooting their field course, so they have anywhere from 10 yards to I think 72 yards is the longest one. So I'm just really trying to practice and dial in this longer distance stuff and try to get comfortable and really perfect my art here. And actually the reason I'm able to do this and shoot so far out to almost 100 yards is I got a new sight on my bow. I'm really enjoying it. It's the CBE Trek 2V. So the 2V stands for it's 2 vertical pins stacked. So I actually have 2 indicators, so I can shoot 30 and 45 on the fly without adjusting anything, but I can adjust the whole way down to 110 yards. And it took me about a week to get this really dialed in at the long distances up to 80 yards, and I finally feel like I'm in a spot now where I'm comfortable, it's dialed in, and I really enjoy this sight. My last few sights have been CBE, and I've kind of stuck with the brand just because I like how the micro adjustments work, and I like how easy it is to install and adjust if you need to. So it's kind of hot out. It's getting to that point where I really want to start shooting, get comfortable, and just really perfecting my art here. So probably can't see behind me here, but there is a target here at 65. This is one of the targets here on the course, and I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple rounds here. I'm probably gonna shoot 3 at each target and see where it goes from there. But I practiced at 80 earlier and I felt really dialed. I even practiced at 60 yards at an elevated surface, so my third axis is set up pretty good. So I think I'm pretty good. I'm really excited about this sight, and also this year I did switch to the thumb release, which I'm really enjoying. It really makes me focus on my form. I've always traditionally been a wrist finger release kind of guy, and I've never had any problems with it, but I wanted to try a thumb release for once, and I'm really enjoying it. It really makes me think about my form and really helps me with that back wall, and it's helping me with my anchor point. So all in all, I really enjoy it. I'm thinking I'm going to stick with it. I might change the fletching and do some longer fletchings, but for now, I'm really enjoying my setup. I'm enjoying the nice warm weather. I can get out and shoot when I want to. I'm just going to rip a couple at 65 and go from there. So, got my first arrow here. I'm going to let one fly. This is a little bit downhill, so I have it adjusted to about 63 yards. Oh, that one was good. You can just feel as soon as it comes off the string, you know, if it's good or not. That one right off the string felt great. Clearly my sight was a little high. That one where I hit good, I made a little adjustment on my sight, and I aimed a little lower. But the grouping, as far as I'm concerned, is pretty good. You know, for 65 plus yards, obviously this is the oddball, but you know, for the most part, at least precise. I'm not accurate. That's just kind of the fine tuning of the sight that I'm at to play with. But I'm gonna go back and do this again and see if I can get a better grouping. And realistically, would I ever shoot at a deer at 65 yards? I doubt it. But the places that I hunt, especially in Ohio, there are areas and stands that I have that a 65-yard shot is a possibility, but I would never ethically take that shot unless it's last minute, last day kind of thing. But you know, there's so many variables that come in when you're shooting that far. Is a deer gonna jump the string? Is he gonna turn last second? Are you gonna, with all the adrenaline rushing through your body, are you gonna flinch? Whatever. Sure, you can fling an arrow out there, but the probability of a lethal shot is, for me at least, is fairly low. There's people out there that are comfortably shooting 65 yards, but that's what I'm trying to perfect. I'm trying to get really good at these 65, 75 yard shots so that when I have to shoot a buck at 35, 40 yards, it's like clockwork. So like I said, this is really just trying to get my form dialed down, figuring out where I struggle and maybe where I need to improve. So I would say the way that my setup is now, I'm fairly comfortable. My shooting has always generally been pretty good, but I'm shooting with some of these guys out here and they shoot really tight groups at 55 yards. So I'm just trying to get kind of on that level and, like I said, really perfect my art. I think I'm gonna drop back and do this one more time, see if I can get it a little more dialed in, and then we'll move on to the next target. So this group was, I would say, a little better. One shot was really good. It's actually buried. I don't know how I'm gonna get this out, but those were good, a little low. That one was dead on, so good improvement there. And I'm kind of just gonna keep doing this until I get tired. All right, so the next one here is at 50 yards. It's uphill a little bit. So I'm just gonna play a straight 50 and see how that works. Yeah, I mean, compared to 65, this should be a little easier. So I expect some tighter groupage here. That seemed to be pretty good. Yeah, so not so bad. Besides this flyer here, the rest were pretty decent. The last two were definitely the best, so yeah, definitely improving. This one, you know, I'd be comfortable shooting a deer at that. And just for size reference, like, that's my fist, so yeah, definitely not the best in the world, but not bad. For the most part, those were pretty decent shots. I shot about 30 arrows previous to this, so I'm getting a little tired here. But still getting used to the thumb release a little bit, but I really am enjoying it. The sight is great. I have nothing bad to say about it yet. The only thing that I could have issues with is reading the sight tape and low light situations. So I'll have to figure out how much that affects me, but I'm really enjoying it. The other thing I did do is I completely maxed this bow out as far as draw length. Since I went from a wrist release to a thumb release, it shortened how far the bow comes back on me just because the release itself is shorter. So I have it maxed the whole way out at 30 inches. So I'm still getting used to that back wall a little bit, but I actually like it. I think my draw length was a little short before, but now I can really hit the back wall and hold it there for a long time. So pretty good session. Just a little update and kind of what I'm doing as far as practicing, starting early this summer. I'm gonna try to do some archery events here at the club and try to improve how I shoot under pressure. And so far it's working, I would say.